receiver. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
He breaks a tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get 1st downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Big guy smells it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That coach Coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water to celebrate.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. start this drive going to the air. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll make the stop about a yard short on the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He'll be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Extending the play. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
And it's a great mold to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Steal the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Number 16, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere.
It's a seam wide open. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback adapted. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Easy.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Makes the catch.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Quarterback keeper. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, SMU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have.
He wants to go deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. second half starting. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions.
There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, SMU. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on first down. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
Let's go, let's go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. This quarterback part of their running game. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, they're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physical.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
The sure hands, it's King. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Looks a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the down.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Slings it downfield. Got him in the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Off play action. Looking to scramble. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll go with a direct snap. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short in the first.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the script.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. 42. They'll toss it to the left. Past the first down marker and still running. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here for